Okay, so we are live. Well, hey, parents, as you know, my name's Graham Matthews, and I run Empowered STEM. And Empowered STEM is an online tuition company that provides A-level chemistry, A-level biology, and A-level maths revision courses for those students that want to earn an A star in these subjects and attend the medical, dental, and veterinary programs of their choice at the chosen university in the UK. So, I just wanted to come into the live stream tonight, no matter where you're watching the live stream, which platform you're on, and answer a question. And the question I get all the time is, Graham, I gotta be honest, my son, my daughter, they're just not motivated to study. That studying for the UCAS prediction exam, the mock exams, and is this time of the year they should be in the room studying, 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 and they're not studying, and I don't know what to do. Have you heard about this one before? And I said, well, yes, actually I have. It's very common amongst A-level chemistry students. Really? Yeah. I say, let me tell you a story. Let me tell you the story of two students. All right. Two students. One student, he goes to a typical sixth form college. He's taken A-level chemistry and, well, he hangs out with his friends during break and lunchtime and free lessons that they have. And, the conversation is always the same. It's always like, well, yeah, A-level chemistry is difficult. Did you understand what the conversation, what the teacher was talking about? I didn't get that, what he was talking about today. Oh, I don't like that teacher. Then have you seen the homework that we got to do? And then quite often we got the other subject as well. Then, but we got this test coming up now. Are you ready for this test? I mean, how many past papers are you going to go look at? Right. And then, of course, when he comes home, it could be that his parents are typical parents, they're working professionals, and the parents have other responsibilities in the house. They've got to take care of maybe other siblings. They've got to, look after, and or maybe they haven't taken A-level chemistry, when they were at university, and so he's kind of left to his own devices, and he goes upstairs to the room, or he's on the dining room table, and he's hitting the books, and he just doesn't get it. I mean, he's got this stack of notes that he took at lesson in sixth form college, and this homework set that's kind of a bit dog-eared around the edges, and he's trying to do his homework, and he's spending hours like looking up stuff on YouTube. Maybe there's somebody out there that can help him get the right answer, like explain to him how to do it on YouTube. And so he FaceTimes his friends and on WhatsApp, and he's like, do you get it? And it's like, well, no, I don't get it either. And hours, and he kind of get his homework set done, and he kind of studies for his test, and maybe he kind of gets his lab report done, but on the other hand, he's got everything else he's got to be studying. And so the next day at sixth form college, well, you know, he had his homework in, and maybe his lab report, or maybe the test. He sets his test, and then a couple of days later, he gets the results coming back, and you know what? Didn't do so well in the homework set. Large red X's everywhere, and oh, the lab report that he did, well, too many reds on that one, not enough greens. The teacher's going, mm-mm. And then his test, well, I mean, he kind of scrapes by with a C, but maybe it's a D. And of course, he goes out and he's talking to his friends, and it's like, yeah, I told you it's difficult. Yeah, I don't know why I'm taking A-level chemistry anyway. I mean, I can't do it. It's difficult. Spent all this time studying this test, and just look at this, what I got as a right. This is one student. And, I asked the parents, I say, well, what grade do you think that he's going to get at the end of 2 years? The parents go, well, could possibly scrape a C, I guess, but probably a D or an E. And I said, right, okay. Let me tell you the story about the other student. Now, the other student went to a typical sixth form college, and she has friends that she hangs out with, during break and lunch and her free period, yes. And you know what? Sometimes a friend say to her, oh, well, oh, well, that I don't understand that teacher, what that teacher was saying today. I got so much work to do, and I don't know how I'm going to do the homework and everything else. And oh, how are you going to study for this test? And how many papers are you going to look at? And she's really optimistic. She's really optimistic. She's like, well, actually, you know what? Yeah, I understood what the teacher was talking about today. I took down some notes and I looked over the homework questions. Yeah, I think I get the homework questions. I can always, when I get in, I can work on them. Right. Yeah, I feel confident that I know the concepts enough to be able to do well on the test coming up. Right. And of course, her friends may look at her rather quizzically and go, oh, okay. But of course, when she comes home, maybe her mom and her dad, again, maybe they're working busy professionals and they don't have the time to help her, or maybe they have other responsibilities in the house, or maybe they didn't take A-level chemistry when they were at university. But that's okay. And when she goes upstairs to go study in the room, or maybe the dining room table, of course, she has a set of notes that she can refer to because she took really good notes during the lesson. So number one, she has a set of notes. And then, of course, she has a plan. She has a study plan. She has a revision schedule set up. And of course, she knows how to revise, how to get all the concepts and understand that all the concepts, now all the concepts match into each other, right? And of course, when she gets stuck on a question, well, of course, she now has this online community of friends that she can contact, that she can reach out to, and they can help her out. And of course, she has other resource like tutors that she can access to go help them out. So at the end of the night, she's used her time wisely. So at the end of the night, yes, her homework set is done to understanding, number one. And then number two, her lab report is done the best of her abilities, probably all going to get greens. And of course, she knows all the concepts and everything else for the test because, she has excellent grasp of the concept and excellent study techniques, excellent exam techniques, and a good dose of motivation to keep going. Of course, when she hands the homework in or the test or the lab report a couple of days later comes back, of course, her grades are going to be higher. A stars, A's, B's, lots of greens in there, okay? And so when I tell the parents this one, and I say to them, now, what grade do you think that this young woman's going to get at the end of 2 years? Well, Graham, I mean, she's off to a good start. I'd probably say an A start, A or a B, really. I said, well, exactly. I said, no, the question is, parents, which one do you want for your teen? Do you want your teen to be stuck, not having the resources and the support system that they need in order to be successful, locked into that C, D, E, or a U grade, the door is shut to him getting an A star, A or a B? Or do you want your teen to be like the young woman in this story who got an A star, A or a B prediction? Of Graham, obviously we want them to be like, the young woman. So how did we do it? I said, well, parents, it's like this. All right. Baked into all of our courses at Empowered STEM, doesn't matter between A-level maths, A-level biology, A-level chemistry, it doesn't matter, is the support system and the tools and the excellence in tutoring that your teen needs to be successful. I say because the very first thing that we do is that we put your teen in a bubble with only 5 other students. It's a maximum of 6 students in this bubble. It's an online bubble that they're part of. I said, so you know what? They're in this bubble and they're all like-minded students and they all want to earn the A or the A star in A-level chemistry. I said, so number one, best practices rub off on each other, don't they? And so they can teach each other study skills, revision strategies, exam techniques. They can help each other out with the homework questions, and they can keep each other motivated. I said, because A-level chemistry is a 2-year course. There's going to be times when you're not motivated to study. It happens to all of us. All right. And I said, in this bubble is the tutor so that they can access the tutor throughout the week. Oh, right. So number one, you've got a really good support system. We've got this community that you're all in of like-minded people, number one. But number two, I said, is that we also include a toolbox. It's the A-level mindset. It's a toolbox that contains all the tools that your teen should have been taught in A-level chemistry in the very first term. But 9 out of 10 of them probably haven't been. So I said, we actually teach your teen how to take notes, how to study, how to revise, how to put a study plan together, how to put a revision schedule together, how to build up exam techniques, how to master looking at mark schemes for exams. I said, and so their time that's spent outside of the course working on A-level chemistry is used really, really efficiently. I said, so community, A-level mindset. And by the way, it's not the A-level mindset that they kind of gloss over in sixth form college, that Carol Dweck stuff. No, this is like the real thing. I said, but then of course, we pair them with a really strong tutor. A tutor that knows the subject matter inside and out. I said, and of course, the tutor is going to do this. What he's going to do is that he's going to give your teen a really solid foundation in A-level chemistry, like the concepts, number one. Number two is going to be a robust set of exam techniques so that they can master the exams. And of course, on top is a dose of motivation. I said, so this is what we offer to your teen in all of our courses, an online community, a tutor that really knows the subject matter inside and out, and a toolbox, the A-level mindset that helps them master the time and use the time wisely. I said, now, of course, we add on another layer. And parents go, really? Another layer? I said, yes. I said, because what we also offer is a student success specialist to help your teen, and also an academic coach to keep them going through the 2 years that they're inside A-level chemistry, right? I said, so let me ask you a question then, parents. If your teen had access to these resources, to this support system, to this online community, what grade do you think that your teen would get at the end of 2 years of A-level chemistry? Oh, Graham, probably like an A star or an A. I said, exactly, because 1 out of 3 students will earn an A, 1 out of 5 students will earn an A star. Do you want your student to be one of those? And of course, the answer is yes. All right. I said, by the way, do you think that the young man was motivated to study in the story? No, I don't think so. I mean, he doesn't have the right resources, does he? So why would he be motivated to study? Exactly. I said, and what about the young woman? Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I'd be motivated to study, Graham. If I had all these resources, of course I would be. I say, right then, parents. And so which one do you want for your teen? And of course, they always pick the one with the resources. So look, parents, the reason why I'm talking about this one tonight is because it's a question I get all the time. My teen is not motivated to study, And the answer is because they don't have the right resources, they don't have the right community, and they don't have the right mentors to help them be successful in A-level chemistry. All right. I think one of the best pieces of advice that I was given by my coach, one of my coaches, was this. We're talking about this, and he said, you know what, Graham? What do you do if your social network that you're in doesn't support you in being successful in what you want to do in life? And I said, well, I don't know. And he said, you change your tribe. You change the people that you associate with. And you associate with people that are going to lift you up. They're going to support you and they're going to cheer you on to be successful in your life goals. All right. So, having said that, parents, look, if what I'm talking about in these live streams, if it makes sense to you, if you go, actually, Graham, you know what? It does. Because you got this, your company has this holistic approach to A-level chemistry education, biology, maths. And you know what? You really have thought about everything to make my team as successful as possible. Then look, what you need to do is this. All right, reach out to us. Now, if you're on Facebook, brilliant. If you're not, you're watching this live stream somewhere else, move over to Facebook. Okay, send us a message on Facebook, and a member of my team will reach out to you. All right, and they'll have a conversation with you, and they'll explain to you how we can put a blueprint together for your team using the resources that we just talked about, all right, and help your team quickly move their grade in the mark book from where it is up to the predicted grade, up to the aspirational grade, up to an A or an A star in A-level chemistry, biology, maths, in less than 16 weeks. All right, take care. See you on the next one.